Hello, fellow academics, and welcome back to the Leafcoats. We're in the green leafy greens. Oh my goodness. Section of, or season of the Timberborns. And I had just streamed for an hour, completely muted. So I decided to reload and do all of this again. Looks very different now. I wonder what I did to actually turn all of this on. Let's actually see. There we go. All right. It is a bummer because I was really close on finishing up the opening over here. So let's start this again. On the bright side, played for an hour, didn't lose any beavers. So pretty good, I would say. Pretty good. All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do some more stuff. I'm going to start removing some of these, the outer layer of all of them, just so we can start like digging down here a little bit more. We have also, well, we are working on getting more branches in, which is sort of the big issue with our lumber presses. Well, not the big issue, but one issue, so to speak. The biggest thing that I've found out is that I'm actually very close to the rooftop of this. So far that I can't actually place, I think, the big windmill on top of there. But let's double check if that is true. Putting in a staircase here. And then the large windmill. Yeah, see, we can unlock it, but we can't place it on top. Real bummer. Because it would be nice to get a little bit more power supply in here. What we can do, though, is put another regular windmill in. Even though we will not be able to top off that tree if we do that. One thing that I hadn't checked, though. Yeah, the observatory doesn't fit on there either. So, kind of a bummer. Let's go ahead and put another windmill on top for the extra power. I think that will be very useful. And then we had noticed similar things over this way. But ultimately, future worries. If we ever want to remove our beavers from being lumberjacks back here, what we really need to do is create more pine resin. So we can definitely work on that in the meantime. So let's unlock some stairs. Ultimately, because why not? Place this a little bit back down here and then already get a forester on the go. That is not a forester, you're a tapper shack. So let's place the forester in. There we go. Then no tree structures, but pine resin. Not pine resin, just pines. And I had calculated out this is about 100 pines. So I'm not gonna calculate this again because nobody wants to hear me, well, calculate that. And then I guess we could move this a little bit more towards the front. So let's do that. Remove you. And then go ahead and remove some pines. Highest priority for the staircase though. Where are we? Forester, there we go. And pine trees in the back. So I had one of you join me while I was actually recording this earlier, and I'm really sorry I was muted. Hi Rafi, thanks for enjoying the Leafcoats. Happy to have you. Glad you've been watching since the first episodes, and I'm pretty sure there is more to come. It's again a very cool mod, and I really have been enjoying to play, with them. All right. So, what else do we need to do? We're still in the process of building up all of this, and I'm really sad because it was completely done. But one thing, we have only one windmill in here. So we will actually put in another windmill just on top. But before we do that, let's actually have a quick look. Metal blocks, nothing to be stored over there. You're our zipline station, metal blocks over here, scrap metal down here. So we can already put in another one of these and then fill up the area around it. Just a regular pile. There we go, to store some more metal blocks. And just wrap that up with the 3 pieces. Right. Then just on top of there, well, once I put in a ladder or 2. Do we have a ladder? We have a ladder on this side. Let's actually just keep it on this side. There we go. And now we should be able to place another windmill on top if it lets me click. There we go. Click done. So all of this is being built up, which, you know, I'm quite excited about. One thing that we can actually do, currently don't have any storage for our shovels. Since we won't be storing a lot of this. No, actually, I don't want to set this to the shovels. But we need the shovels down here. So I think we'll actually put in not a storage pile, a warehouse that we need. Just place it here. Highest priority only needs 8 logs, and we have plenty of logs. Where are the shovels? There we go. Because then we should be able to speed the creation of all of this up as soon as we can. You're still not connected. Almost there with the planks. You are on highest priority though, so that is good. And another thing that we had started to put in, well, while I was not recording my voice. Let me actually go ahead first, deal with all of that. There we go. We actually put in another power supply, more constant power supply over this way by putting in another gravity battery. And I already made space for the next one, which will at some point come along as well. We have a ton of dirt down here as well that we don't need. I'm wondering if we should open this up a little bit more to prevent the flooding. I don't know if it would. But you know what? I guess it's something that is worth checking out. So loosen terrain. No, we first need to remove it. There we go. Actually, let's just go ahead and tell them to properly remove it. Nonetheless, all of this seems to be doing pretty well. Trees have grown up here. There's a little bit of a water shortage right now, which I guess kind of makes sense. One thing we could do is kind of dig a canal around there to get the water a little bit closer. Don't know if it's quite worth it, to be honest. So we'll hold off on that. Right, good water is coming in. So very soon this will open. Oh, you guys have already removed all of that. Awesome. Loosen the terrain over here. Highest priority. We're now in a normal season. We need to wait until we're in a drought in order to open this part up here. Shovels are fully stocked. Sweet. And you're already full again? How many shovels? Look how quickly you're actually producing shovels. Crazy. Oh, there we go. They've already removed all of this. So demolish it. Highest priority. Come on, guys. Before this fills up. Because this fills up, I think, pretty quickly. Yep, looks like it. Alright. I'm also gonna remove the next layer up here. There we go. This is now cleared off. So I'm hoping that once this tips over, we don't have to deal with flooding down there. So I will actually wait a little bit just to have a look. This is coming in okay as well. There we go. Fast forward a little bit. Nope. Still flooding. But I think it's... No, I was just going to say, I think it's less than before. It is not. I guess it's okay if our beavers get flooded a little bit at a time. The good thing is, this is immediately filling up. And again, there's no real reason for us to keep this, except that I think it will look nice. So, you know, that's it. Alright, let's have a look back here again. You guys are still building all of this. Bad water still flowing out this way. Which means we could also start building up here a little bit more. And maybe we will. Food supply overall looking great. Still working on our chestnuts. We're getting some more in here. The tapper shack down back here is kind of a little bit in an awkward space. But I guess it supplies us a bit with maple syrup. Also, let's maybe have a look what our beavers could utilize. A swimming pool. Swimming pool would be nice for them. Where would we put a swimming pool? Here would be kind of cool, just behind the waterfall. If we do it before, technically they're swimming in what they're drinking. Eh. I guess we let them swim in what they drink. Could place it here, to be honest. Or if we... this is just in the middle of nowhere. Kind of want it close by to where most of our beavers live, or at least a zipline station. So maybe back here is actually not a bad idea. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 wide. Still keep coming back to down here. Maybe actually back here would be good. Because it is close to a zipline station. It actually fits in here almost perfectly. So let's do that. Let's go back into our landscaping, loosen terrain. We need to loosen all of this, I think. Look again at our swimming pool. No, you need the top layer needs to be on land. Which means I should be removing those ones. Part of me now wishes we had cleared out this part. Oh well. Bottom line, put a path here, remove this path. Set you guys to the highest priority so we can just get this done. We don't have log storage. Let's quickly fix that. Over this way. Because the storage files. Nope, they actually don't. They have their access. No, they have their access on the top, don't they? Yeah. Perfect. So we can put one of you here. Set this to logs. And then already make sure we have a not a staircase, a ladder in on this side. Come on. Where do I need to place you? Oh, start here. Continue there. There we go. No access yet. There we go. Good. Log access is there. Nice priority on these. I don't think they will actually pick them. Oh, I stand corrected. They have taken all of them. What do we have here? More logs. Right. This dirt I will actually remove because there's no way they're ever gonna pick that up. Because we just don't have enough dirt storage. We even have dirt storage, don't we? Yeah, 150. There's nothing we're actually doing with dirt. Oh well. Let's actually have another look at our gravity batteries. You are a corner piece. You're also a corner piece. I wish there was a gravity battery that just is one wide. Could make better use of the space around our trees. But I guess no particular need for all of that. Right, remove the dirt here. Go back into our well-being and unlock the pool. It's actually a really nice spot for a pool, if I may say so myself. Drought is approaching. This is awesome. Wait, why is this very high? Oh, interesting. And we have put the ladders up this way completely. I guess all of that is fair. Right, once the drought is in, we're rushing in down here to get that all sorted. And sorry about that. Let me actually mute the messages. There we go. We're gonna plan this out a little bit better than before by already loosening the terrain along this path that we created. Not this one. And then we can put in another ladder over here. There we go. And be kind of nice if they could already reach all of this. So why don't we actually just go ahead, loosen the terrain up here. No, no, no. What are you guys doing? Oh boy. How many? No one yet? Oh, I did not expect that. Well, learned something, I guess. They should be able to get to the stuff up here. And they can actually chop it down from the top. Awesome. All right, chop it down. I hope you guys know what I mean. Beavers injured. Nobody got contaminated. Good. All right. So we have this ladder in here. I will actually remove you to prevent our beavers from trying to go down here. And then we might be able to even now loosen the terrain underneath. like prep all of this. Although that might be... No, they're doing it. Somewhat, at least. Oh boy. I'm really enjoying the music and the vibe, to be honest. It's a nice Sunday. Hanging out with some beavers, you know. Pretty cool. Right, let's also plan ahead over this way a little bit. We're gonna already put in lumber presses. 2. We don't have any power connection here at the moment. That is all right. We're gonna also place in more piles, because we would want log storage. Or should we actually put in warehouses? Let's have a quick look. Oh, loading, saving, sorry, not loading. You are a warehouse, so we could stock branches and pine resin, which we would need in order to produce logs. So let's actually do that then. So set one of you to branches, the other one to pine resin. We do need bark as well. But future worries, oh, drought has started. Have they completely? No. They haven't demolished it all yet. Which kind of makes sense, because they can't reach it yet. Right, here we go. They could actually also make it almost all the way in the back here. Let's go ahead and loosen the terrain back here as well. Just to be on the safer side. I guess there's no bad water stored in there. But yeah, they can actually dig it all up. No. Can you? You can't be reached. I guess that kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead, place ladders in here again. Also make sure they're clearing out all of this already. They should be able to dig one up, right? I would hope so. Right, we do have also a bit more digging to do up front. Just 2 there. And I guess that entire top layer could be removed. Yeah, so much to plan and think of ahead of time. But I guess that's okay. Right. Gotta make sure we're removing this one as well. Make sure you demolish this quickly. And then going to put in... Really? Made? Really? Let's see. Loosen terrain. Here we go. 2 of these. Highest priority, please. As well to that staircase. First day is over. It is a 21 day drought. I think we're already on day 2. Which means it gives us a good amount of time to kind of figure out how to clear out this section. New day has arrived. Don't know from where they actually did that. Not from the zip line. Did they? You guys are moving him further and further. Alright. Cancel the destruction of those two. The problem now is that they can still run this way. Demolish that. High priority. I'm hoping that will happen before the next beaver. Yep, there we go. Then we can loosen the terrain all the way back here. Highest priority. Instead of doing nothing, mate, you could just, you know, deal with things. Now, I don't know if they can actually... Actually, if we just destroy all of this. They should be able to keep running around. Alright, let's see how this goes. Another night shift. How are you doing, actually? You're very hungry. Sorry, mate. You know what? It will be faster. Get a ladder up this way. Highest priority. I don't want to have a beaver die. It's his own stupidity, to be honest. There we go. Come on. There we go again. Let's remove this. And then remove those two. Oh boy. Right, we can already mark all of this for demolition. But I think it doesn't quite seem like they can reach up here. It's too far from the district center. But at least we're on the same level, so they can't get stuck here anymore. So that is good. Which means I can actually remove both sides. Alright, getting there. Getting there. Okay, high priority. Don't know why, but sounds like the right thing to do, I guess. Actually, I do want all of this to be high priority. And these ones down here as well. Alright, keep going with all of this. Look at that. No power. I guess that makes sense. Tree trunk. Yeah, all of this is fully planned. So we just need to wait until they built it all. You're also slowly being built. Nothing to really think about here. So yeah, getting there. However slowly it is. Do we... I guess we could look at that, actually. I have already marked them. To be loosened. So if we remove this, they will actually be able to go a little bit closer to that corner there. And let's actually just keep doing that, because I don't mind them building the stuff from up above. Because it's so much easier that way. All right, remove, remove. High priority on all of these. Don't need the one in the corner here though. You're too far. Do I really need to put in a path? I guess so. You too far as well. I guess that makes sense. All right, there we go. Delete all of you. Delete you as well. But yeah, we're getting there. Slowly, but steadily. And then we can already set the ones in the back here to be removed. Doing so much better. 16 days still in this drought. We might actually be able to do this. While we're at it, over here, let's remove... Nope, not these two. Just the others for now. Let's look back here again. Demolish this one. High priority. You're still on the highest priority. We have more to remove down here. Getting there. Slowly, slowly, but steadily. All right, high priority again. And then we are done with removing stuff from up here. For now, I'll actually also just remove this path. No need to have it anymore. And we should also set up these bits and pieces to be removed. Can you even reach this? No, you cannot. That kind of makes sense. All right, with that, you should be able to remove it all, though. Good guys. There we go. And just keep removing all of that. Can demolish you as well now. All right, coming along. Almost done with this layer. We still have 103 shovels. And once we're done with this layer, we can immediately move on to the one underneath. Part of me always just wants to select a beaver and be like, do this. Yeah, not happening. All right, demolish you. And then we're almost ready. Demolish you as well. And so they don't get bored, let's start loosening the terrain. Actually, just all over the place. Oh, look at that. We have more to demolish over here. There we go. This side as well. Nope. Don't want you to loosen that terrain thing just yet. Let's actually set you on lowest priority for now. I'm gonna wait until they have loosened all of this, because then I just need to go on the level below and do that same thing. I guess technically, it's not the worst to right now already go to the level below. Nope, I saw you. Nope, still see all of you. All right. Now I can demolish you. There's no beavers in the back here anymore, and once this is gone, none of them should actually walk up ahead. So I can already set all of the rest of it to be removed. How? Alright, I need to high prioritize you to be removed, and everything else needs to be cancelled. Oh. Of course. Alright. Let's go and save our beavers. Beaver. Singular, I guess. Guess not from the front here. Let's put the ladder up here in the back. It should... How did you guys end up here? Alright. Getting there. Ever so slowly. Oh. Put the ladder on the lowest priority. Obviously don't want that. Here we go. You guys are done. Oh, seriously. I'll cancel your demolition, actually. Oh. You got displaced on the ground. I'll take that. And they're completely done with all of this. Very nice. So let's go ahead, remove this ladder. And actually keep removing more of the soil. That was, I think, just a level above. You know what? Let's just ignore all of that. I don't think we need it. I'm hoping we don't need it. No, don't need to place you here. All right. Loosen terrain. Highest priority. They could, in theory, not get out from the other side. All right. Getting there. Demolish. Highest priority. Also should plan ahead and put in the ladders on this side. Loosen terrain over here. Make sure the ladders are on highest priority as well. How much time do we have? 10 days. So that's not too bad. Okay. This is sorted. Let's remove these ladders. And let's see if we can't actually go ahead. Oh, I guess we could have dug down one deeper. I think for now we can already place a single channel over this way. And in the long run, we want to have a ladder that goes down here. I will pause this now because they will absolutely get stranded and probably contaminated if I don't. Because, you know, I believe in my beavers. All right, beavers injured. 3 of them. We do have spot for 3 of them. 6 of them have nothing to do. Those are the 6 inventor huts. We can now unpause you, set you on highest priority, 9 more days. Now let's have a look at our Badwater Dome. Wow. 400. Gears. We have 130. 200 treated planks. We're actually not too far off. And 150 metal blocks. Also not too far off. We're already unlocking you. Placing you here. We might not even need that. No, we do need that extra level down. Because they will destroy this. Destroy the path next to it. And again, I don't quite know if this would be flooded. So I do want to build it all the way down to the level where it needs to go. So let's also go ahead and loosen the terrain over here already. Good beavers. There we go. Remove all of that. Highest priority. And I guess I could have dug up more soil first. Anyways. We'll already plan ahead over here. I can't remove this until the bad water has subsided. Put in a ladder here. Just need to keep an eye on it. If they're starting to build it, I will need to pause it. Although it is the end of the day. Okay, they put all the material in, but then ran out. Perfect. Really perfect. Right, 8 more days to go. And I do want to make sure we kind of connect up here. Let's actually have a look at a tree branch. That fits pretty well, I would say. Let's put in a levee here. Now we remove the ones in the back. This time I'm a bit more cautious. Alright, demolish the one in the front. And actually, let's see if they can get to those two without going down. Yep, they can. Which makes me think all of these can disappear. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright, and with that, we're kind of draining that bad water pool. Also makes me realize this is definitely in the wrong direction. They will not be able to get over there if I place it like this. So let's see. In the paths, suspension bridge. Goes immediately. Oh, then it actually connects in. So I do like that. Alright, let's have them build both of this. And I hope when the regular season comes back, we don't need to worry about bad water pooling up over here. Just connecting it all up. Don't I need to? I don't need to put a path over this way. So looking pretty good. We also don't need the shovels over here anymore, so I'm going to remove that random storage building. That is really not needed. All right. Managed. Managed. Still too far, but once they put in the suspension bridge, we should be able to build the entire rest of it. One beaver doesn't have a house. Not entirely sure how this happens, but oh well. And you guys are still a little bit short on branches. I guess that area is out of water now. So we will actually go ahead, since I guess our beavers are waiting for material for the stuff in the back there. And put a little canal in on this side. I'm trying to be very careful with how I place this. Don't want to have our beavers get stranded. Once this is in, actually we should just keep going. Loosen terrain. Over here. And yeah, we'll dig out another level after they are done with this. Alright. Probably can't reach all of this. So let's go ahead and build a road system around it. There we go. Now they should be able to reach it all. Let's see how the bridge is doing. Still waiting on planks. I guess that's all right. They're using a ton of these branches though. Because we're producing some over here. Quite a bit in the back there. And technically everything down here is producing branches as well. I guess we don't really need our foresters anymore. Ooh, what we could look at though... Wait. Where did the crops go? Oh, I guess they don't plant crops. I guess that makes sense. So the only thing that really needs additional water would be mangroves that we could build down here or plant down here, but I don't think that's quite necessary. All right, how does this look? Suspension bridge, yeah, still waiting for planks. This is coming along pretty well. Once the grinder is in, which will be very soon, I will actually pause this. We're currently not storing any excess scrap metal. I guess it gets immediately moved into the grinder. Don't lock yourself out. I guess you can always go back this way for now. Look at that. Beautiful. Isn't it? Let me go ahead and remove this one as well. And then we can actually make this too wide. I was just gonna say, why is it flowing to the left? But yeah, no particular reason, I guess. All right. And finish the canal over here. Put in our ladder on this side. And then they can reach that bottom part as well. Yeah, it doesn't go very far. But I think that's okay. We could build technically some hydration tunnels underneath there. Is anyone actually picking branches over this way? Nobody is. How long? 1.3 days until you're dead. So I can't get rid of the forester just yet, because they will need to replant some of these. But then, yeah, I think we will actually try to dig some hydration tunnels. One step at a time, though. Let's see, 2 more planks until this is in. Still 1 more plank until this is done. I guess I did set the bridge to highest priority, which makes sense. Half the gears are ready. Metal blocks about half ready. Most of the treated planks are ready. So, not too bad. Oh, and now this is actually blocking the water access. Interesting. Don't know if they should block the water access. Oh, very sweet. This is done as well. Let's definitely remove you. So we can make sure nobody is gonna walk over this. Maybe we can save some of our trees. Just maybe. There we go. Some died, some survived. Overall, not too bad though. So let's have a look into our tunnels. Levee tunnel. Tunnels through terrain, replacing it with another building. Use the layer tool to see... Tunnel through, replacing it with a platform. Remove terrain. Beavers will remove this terrain block. I guess that's just the loosening without the destroying it separately. Alright, almost done though. Over here, little canal that will provide these trees with more water, and that should help us keep that area a bit better hydrated. You guys are also almost dead. Guess I should put another layer down this way. I guess you guys can actually still reach here. So if we go ahead, place a... Staircases are cheaper. Staircase over this way. And then just go ahead and put in a canal just against the wall here. And once they're done with this, we can put another layer just in front of it. Allow a little bit more water in. Oh, we have actually never finished this side. There we go. Want to make sure that this is not rising beyond what should be. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. You guys are completely out of power. Food is going down a little bit, which I think is in part mostly, well, because of a lack of power. How's the battery coming along? Needs more planks, and our plank production just needs more branches. And I guess a little bit more of a permanent power supply as well. So we do want to keep a zipline station over on this side. Needs to face the other way. But technically we don't need anything else in here. Let's have a look at our small water tanks. Where do they have the entrance? At the bottom. So that's actually not too bad. Because we can place 2 around here. And the regular warehouse... No, the regular small pile has the storage at the top. Not entirely sure what we're going to store in there yet, but with both of these, we should be kind of doing okay. We do need to keep that space empty, so we can actually just go through. And then that's looking overall pretty good, which will also allow us, once we put in the ladders that I always forget. Ladders, here we go. One over on this side. And then one, I guess it doesn't matter on which one. So let's place it here. And then put in a few more windmills on top. Keep in mind this connected to our production building over there, so ultimately it should help. But we do need some additional housing for our beavers. Which I guess we could put one layer of housing here. But you guys, what you really need is at least one windmill. Yeah, but we should actually be able to do this. One windmill, one regular housing. I guess we do have a double housing unit on the bottom. And yeah, we just really need to sort this part out as well. Maybe that should be our next goal. Heading into another drought. I'm not too sad about that either. This seems completely fine, so we solved that bad water pool over here. Which makes me think, I guess why not put some houses over this way? Actually, what we really need is a water storage tank to store bad water. And then let's have a look into our... Oh, they actually go into the tree. Oh, I should have planned this a bit more ahead. Alright, refinery. No. The bot part factory... Wait, where is the... Where's the centrifuge? Observatory, refinery, just making sure, yep, that is oil. It does take extract. Bot factory, no. Bot assembler, charging station, no. Control tower. So not in there. It's definitely not in here. Fluid pump. Bad water dome. Oh, you're actually not producing bad water. You're producing extract. Interesting. So we want to store the extract right away. Alright. Don't need 5 beavers to work on this. 2 will be plenty. Actually, let's just go down to 1. Okay, so we're storing extract in here. We could technically put our bot manufacturing over this side as well. But I guess this is a bit more like future worries. This is unfortunately topped all the way. Cannot build at that height. Bummer. Oh, look at that. But some hedges go. What about shrubs? Too high. Lantern, nope. You're too tall as well. Everything is too tall. Let's at least decorate it then. You're too tall. Yeah, no. Rather than build some shrubs. Yeah, they hang over a little bit. But I think it'll look nice. Alright. Bad water rig is coming in. Still very slowly. How's our gear production? 81. That's actually not too bad. Only need 100 more of this. Almost done with the treated planks. And I guess because you guys need treated planks, I still have 22 in storage. Right. So might actually be okay. Metal blocks 50 more. Oh, both of these are in there now. Okay, let's make sure they get actually enough power. Which not an easy thing to plan for, I guess. Another windmill on top. One thing that we could do, we could turn all of this into windmills as well. Which could be very nice. And then connect it into that building right here. Which will then allow us to move the power over. So let's actually plan for that. We don't need that height anymore. I guess technically we don't need the height over here either. But I don't quite know if you guys will get there. Unless I specifically make you. Alright. Let's see. Vertical power shaft. 2 levels here. This one can just go in there. And we should probably plan for this. You're actually not connecting in here. Interesting. Not connecting in here either. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't think it would connect into that opening there. So if we unlock, yeah, sure, we have all the signs that we could possibly need. I don't quite know if you're connected then. You're definitely connected in. It looks like a terminal station. But yeah, I don't think you do. Okay, what if... How would we connect you up? Interesting. Alright, so I guess a house it is. Very weird. Maybe not out this way. Yeah, definitely not out this way. Alright. So no housing there. But you connect. Don't you need power? You need power. Alright, let's put the housing with an exit in this direction. And then we can go ahead. I think a triple platform then would be good. Actually, we don't need a platform. So I unlock that for nothing. I guess that's okay. Alright, I actually see a connection over there. You're not connecting there. I guess that makes sense. Although maybe you do. Alright. So that kind of worked out. Ish. So where do we go? Connect you in here. Move you along this way. And just in there. So in order to build all of this, we obviously need to get our beavers down. So let's go into our staircases. Not staircases, ladders. Move all of this back in here. And then make sure our paths are connected this way. You're all just temporary. I guess I might not actually remove you. Still 11 days. Let's see if we can't finish all of that. Because all of this, at least the stuff down there, really needs to be built during a drought. Drought is happening right now, so it would be nice to get that done. Almost done with the gears. So that's coming along pretty well. Now, we had demolished the storage, so let's put that back in. So the extract, let's have a quick look actually at our monuments. Here's metal blocks and treated planks. Where would we put you? I guess we could remove some of the inventors over here and have one of our monuments this way. Yeah, future worries. But it doesn't actually need anything specific, really. So that is good, I guess. I'll actually need to temporarily remove you. Put in a path over this way. So you guys can build all of that. Food is looking okay. We're in a drought. They still haven't finished building that. Yeah, more planks needed. But look at that. It actually looks pretty good. Need to make sure we're actually replanting the dead trees. Oh, and you guys have finished all of that already. Sweet. So destroy that part right there. And I think there were some more, yep, on this corner. So let's plan for you as well. Great. And also now fully connecting this up. Of course, the vertical shafts need planks. Why wouldn't they? But we're getting there. Absolutely getting there. Bummer, I ran out of coffee. How would we get from down here actually all the way up there? Can you connect another one in? You cannot, but I guess you can. So if we were to build this one, where would we need to build you? Maybe actually here. But we want to make sure that when we place the zip line on this building, we can definitely reach, yep, we can reach this tree. Awesome. And then we build, actually just here would be fine. All right, there we go. Connect you up, connect you up, connect you up, and then connect you up here. Pretty good, I would say. Maybe I'm a bit biased. All right, how is the power connection coming along? You're still on highest priority, 8 more days. But we don't need these paths anymore. All of this is already done. They have not picked up the logs at all. For a faction where they don't like chopping down trees, you would think log production is a big issue. But in all honesty, a debuff of -2 isn't actually that much. I mean, I do feel bad for those two guys who continuously get that debuff, but it's only -2. I think I would like to see it accumulate a bit more. I think that would be kind of interesting. Like if you have the same beavers do this kind of stuff for too long, they will just die. Anyways, just a bit more about balancing. All right. Need to connect you up. Also need to set you to replant dead trees. How's this coming along? Almost there, actually. Don't think you guys can reach the one on top here. Let's have a look. Still not quite done. What is exploding? Oh, all of this. Let's definitely remove you as well. But yeah, this looks much better, much greener for much longer. So I quite enjoy that. And I do think we should kind of make a bit more space here for water paths. Which I guess in the long run we could do with tunnels that's replaced with platforms. That could be kind of nice. But yeah, future worries. Alright, everything in but the metal blocks. And the metal blocks are probably just struggling with power. So let's make sure we're properly connecting that up. We haven't deleted this yet. So what we could do is just make sure we already have a potential power connection. To our upper level with the metal grinders. Something is producing, I guess, yeah, there's wind. Not a ton, but a little bit. Right, anyways, still in the drought, 6 more days, so let's make sure we're finishing up the power shafts over here. They can already reach that from the other side, so I'm not too worried about that. But once we're done over there, we can remove that staircase right now. And then we don't need to worry about our beavers potentially walking into the bad water. Right, really need to get these going. Because apparently too much water is blocked over here. It's very interesting. This one does not have water, but this one does. Very strange. But I guess the loose dirt is considered the original dam, or the traditional dam. There we go. All of it is green again, which means all of it is good. Also should actually high prioritize you so we get a few more branches in. Not the prettiest path. I wish the game developers at some point would turn these into little plazas instead of like paths in all directions. That would be really nice. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Replant dead trees is on for you as well. Yep. And nope. Why are you still dried out? Oh, I guess I do need a second layer. Interesting. All right, here you go. Planned this already. What is... Oh, I see. You haven't... I put a small tank in here. Not entirely sure yet why. What do we actually need for the lubricant? Science, refinery. Okay, pine resin and extract. So extract is over here. So why don't we actually set you up to store the, well, ultimately oil. And I guess we'll just keep storing more oil. Nothing to store in here yet. Could store more dirt. Don't really need that. Metal blocks maybe. Actually, why not store a little bit of logs? I think that will ultimately be quite useful. Alright. Overall, still doing okay. I mean, still lacking massively for planks. You can't be reached? Ah. Alright. No particular rush for... No, actually, we won't be able to connect this up this way. Unless we build a ladder down. So they can't really get to it. And you know what? Let's keep expanding our power connections over this way. Vertical shaft here, vertical shaft there. And then we could just plan to head up this way. There we go. They can reach everything over there. They can reach technically this part. So let's just connect it up. Also bring this over here. And you guys should be good to connect, to build all of this. Yes. All right, bring it together with power shafts. Just like that. Regular one here, here, and there. Obviously also there. Still need to kind of get down there. And I guess ladders will just do the trick for us. All right, plan this in advance as well. And then you will be able to get to all of this. Just make sure we have a path in case you need it. Definitely will be able to get there. And then we should relatively quickly be able to connect this in here. Although I don't quite know where that building has its power connection. It's not there. Maybe it doesn't have one. Ah. Because you're not one. How would we bring out the power connection? Can we actually take a branch? If we had anything to put a branch in, we might be able to. Ooh, that is rough. What if I actually... Let's test this out. Don't need you. You're too short as well. I guess why not unlock the biggest one out of all? Alright, so you need to go on the other side. Place you here. 3000 science. Bit of a waste, but I think it's okay. Oh, it actually does connect. Or maybe it doesn't show me until I actually bring that in. Alright, you're not connecting. Good. So I'm not just completely losing it. However, in order to get to all of this up there, I guess we need to just be a little bit more careful in how we build it. Because we can definitely put in staircases up there so they can now reach this part. And then more vertical power shafts here. And then connect this in. All right. oh, everything is in. And of course, it's the end of the day. Excellent. I guess that's all right. But we're almost ready with our tower for our bad water. No, extract production. It's not bad water. Something just to keep in mind. There we go. It is in, and obviously not connected at all with power, but that should be solved once they wrap this up. And it looks like they can reach it. Maybe they can't reach it. There we go. Power connected. One worker. We're getting some extract. Awesome. Building lacks power. Yeah, I know. Food still doing okay. Water definitely doing okay. Hi Joshua. Caught up to life. To keep your trees from dying, I think a sluice would be useful to keep the big area filled. Yeah, I'm a bit worried though if I try to keep this filled. Oh, here's what I can do though. So if I put in levees at the end here, I know it was kind of a good idea to make this channel. So if we put in levees over here and put in levees and I guess a single dam piece, don't need dam pieces, just levees over there. We can then replace one of these with a sluice underneath. Will I want my beavers to be stranded? I do really like the idea of the sluice though. So, okay, we will need to loosen the terrain. That will allow us to... actually, if I place it one more to the side, we will have an easier time. Not that it really matters, to be honest, now that I think about it. So let's go ahead, loosen the terrain over here. And then we're going to remove that and replace this levee here with a sluice. You can use dirt and build up a layer along the edge. Use dirt. Oh, I guess I don't need to waste... You mean for terrain blocks instead of the levees? Oh, no. I know what you mean. Okay. And because we have such a ridiculous amount of dirt, that makes a ton of sense. We can actually raise the level here. Sorry, sometimes I'm a bit slow. Alright. And why not actually remove these, turn all of that into dirt. And then go ahead and in the terrain blocks, yep, we do have enough science. Sure. Let's rotate them around so that they can build all of these. And rotate that around again so they can build all of that individually as well. Just like that. Yeah, I think we're all slow, you know, sometimes. I blame just running out of coffee. Nah, jokes aside. Nothing wrong with being slow every now and then. Alright, you should not be built in this direction. I think if we rotate you like this and build the rest over here. Maybe you're not waiting then for stuff. Okay, and then a ladder over this way. How much dirt does it actually cost? 6. Okay, we definitely have enough dirt for that. Let me make sure They can't get over here anymore. There's no ladders going into the bad water. Yep. Good. And then just keep building this up. Dirt blocks. And keep filling... Oh, no. I need to leave a gap. 4 should be enough, right? Yeah. Exactly what I was just thinking. Definitely need dam pieces. Yeah, I think 4 should be enough. We have 4 over this way. And 4 sluices here. So I think that should be okay. All right. Finish the planning stage of this. There we go. I kind of want them to finish this up. I mean, they won't finish it up before the drought happens, but that's also okay. And what we should also probably do is remove all of this loose terrain over there. Don't want them to get stranded, so I'll do it one thing at a time. Sometimes I wish the beavers would be a little bit smarter. Just sometimes. All right. No real need to high prioritize that. Oh, look at that. The housing is in as well, so we're getting more beavers. Makes me think I need to pay a little bit closer attention to the food. 22 open positions. Oh, you know what they probably built? No. 22 open positions. You're only 1. You're 2. What have we built recently? Maybe just a bunch of them died. A good amount of them died of old age. Alright, that stuff is coming in. Very nice. Still not entirely sure what we're going to do with that power supply back here. But, you know, can't hurt to have some. Right, like I said, won't happen in this drought or in this regular season, but I think during the drought they will be able to finish that. And then we're definitely good in terms of water supply there. The Unstuckify mod is good for the silly beavers, but it often conflicts with other mods causing crashes, so I don't use it. It would be kind of nice to have it, but on the other hand, I do like it that I need to be careful with what I do when. Makes it a bit more realistic. Imagine you'd be, you know, destroying, let's say, bridges while your workers are working just ahead of things. Yeah, that wouldn't go down well. But yeah, it does definitely resolve some of the headache. Then again, I'd love for them to be a little bit more careful with what they do when. For no particular reason, but to be able to, well, just do that. I've never actually looked at the swimming pool. Look at our baby beavers. Yep, that's the life. All the adults working hard and you guys are just chilling in the pool. Really love that spot for the pool, I have to say. Since the adults are kind of using that at night, let's actually decorate it a little bit more. So put a lantern in there. And I guess we could replace one of the trees with a shrub somewhere up here to get the benefit from that as well, even though we don't quite need it. Yeah, maybe we'll leave it at that. A clock could be nice. as you're like working out so you know when to go home for dinner. Future worries, future worries. All right, that higher level is coming in. Makes me wonder if we have enough builders. Yeah, overall doing okay. Still think I should probably start deleting the stuff up here. You know what? Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. So removing the windmill. What's underneath? Medium warehouse for food. That's okay. We can replace that. More food. Timing for labs. Timing for labs. Definitely good. Alright, let me just remove this. Not quite the zipline station yet, but the grinder goes away. And then we'll have one of them be really unhappy, but it's for the greater good. Maybe we need more pruners over here. We have 1, 2. Yeah, the 2 of you won't be able to handle all of these. All right, let's remove another tree. Too much on high priority. Starting to feel like a real civil engineer. Just high prioritizing everything. All right, you can't... Can you reach this? You can reach this. Let's keep high prioritizing stuff. Don't need to worry about this. You can definitely reach that. And this is slowly being built up. Maybe we just need more builders. All right. Since this is taking its sweet time, in my regular playthroughs, I try to avoid the highest priority unless something is really urgent, like life or death situation. But in this kind of chill play, yeah, just been having some fun with it. All right, what else do we have here? A ton of tree blocks. I guess we need some up here anyways. More food there, and another medium pile. Do we need the windmill? He's hilarious with the priorities. He is very hilarious with that. I love watching it. But I kind of get it, right? You just want everything to be done immediately. But yeah, obviously not happening. All right, clock in this direction. Let's go ahead. Again, not life and death, but high prioritize both of these. And we're also gonna place in another pruner flag right there. Highest priority on that as well, because that should help us get more planks in, and we're starting to do okay with planks. Okay, not bad. Sorry about that. No real need to get these these benches in. But there we go. Now that looks nice. I could see like lunch break, you know, get to the rooftop, chill on the bench, overlooking kind of the water, having a bit of shrubbery around you. Pretty good. All right. Could also actually just finish this up, because then we would have a better power connection throughout everything. Yeah, shouldn't overplan. Food seems to be going down though. So we do have 3 of them right here. I guess I don't need you on this side anymore. If I place you here, I get a little bit of area back over there. And then we could look into a food processor. It needs a bunch of berries. Do we have that? Berries. We have Yeah, we have all of them. Actually, a little bit access. Probably then need to plant more apple trees. Mangroves were a bit low as well. Maple syrup. We could finally start using up some maple syrup. Now that would be nice, wouldn't it? That's actually a good amount of everything stored in these. Alright. If we are to remove this one, we would need to make a little bit more space for the food processors, because they are 1, 2, 3 deep and 2 wide. So 2 rows of these need to go. Let's go ahead, mark for demolition. I'm okay with that. We're also gonna go ahead and place our fermentation station over here. And you're making the dandelions, so you will be making the dandelions. Fermented fruit, that looks good. Fermented chestnuts, that also looks good. 517. This is kind of a quality of life mod that I would also like to look at some point, is where it tells you if stuff is running out or not. Or not running out, like if your stockpile is going down or not. Alright, let's finish the... I guess we could scatter in some apple trees over here. What's our chestnut situation like? No, more chestnuts. Can always find another spot for some more apple trees. Oh, look at that. They finally removed that front layer. So let's remove the back layer as well. Get a bit of extra water storage down here once we get there. And this is looking pretty good as well. Oh, look, first adult. Good statistics and good usage are awesome. Yeah, I've seen them JC Beards, or in JC Beards episodes, and it'd be just nice to see. Because I now just need to regularly keep an eye on if our food is going down or not. But I'm a bit worried that if I add too many mods, just keeping them all compatible is just going to be very painful. Then again, I probably don't need to worry about it too much. Alright, zipline station here would be nice to have. But then we also need the large tank over here. Which, oh wow, this one already stores 500. Timproof is another quality of life mode that doesn't impact gameplay. I do need to double check. Oh, that reminds me, Joshua. You mentioned you have put your mod list into a comment of one of my videos. I cannot find it. Maybe it's again like another slow day. You know, not unheard of. But yeah. If you could remind me which video that is again, or yeah, in case it actually gotten removed, kind of put it in there again, that would be very helpful. I do want to play around with some more mods. Oh wow, we're actually also really low on science. Observatory needs 1,000. And I do want to put the observatory over our main building over here. So I guess the zipline station just needs to go. Can you actually, now that I've removed that... Oh, you can actually connect up. Alright, now that I've done that, I'm gonna remove the zipline station in a minute. But it is good to know that with the gravity battery gone, you can actually directly connect in. Very cool. Alright. Need more planks? I actually do have planks, so that just means we need more builders. Where would be a good place to put another builder's hut? Maybe actually in this one. Once that zipline station is in as well. Alright. Highest priority on that. Because I guess why not? Remove the windmills. And then place another builder's hut. In here. District management. It was one of the first live streams of your Leafcoats, but I think it disappeared when you converted it to a regular video or something. That might be. So I do record these videos in parallel to streaming it, because that allows me to easily improve sound quality and stuff like this. But that might have caused the whole thing to disappear. If you don't mind and would add that in again, I'd very much appreciate it. I think I do want to play around with some more mods. Not all the time, because I do quite enjoy not having to worry about compatibility and stuff. But yeah. I wonder actually if I put in a branch. Well, before I do that, let me add another ladder in there because I will forget. There we go. So put in a branch piece right there. If I put in a branch, can I actually add more gravity batteries on that branch? We have the largest one unlocked, or you can go here, very cool. And then under power, gravity battery, no, doesn't look like it. All right, still gonna utilize this. Or you actually go on the top of one of these two. Anything? Oh, we could actually build some detailers now. Mud pits would be nice. They also go on the ground. Access plaza goes on the ground. So I guess observation terraces. Can actually build it out a little bit. And then let's have a look. Can't put any decorations up here. That's a bit of a bummer. I just move and have lots of unpacking before I set up my computer, but once I do, I'll be happy to share again. No worries, no particular rush on that, right? I do appreciate it. You moved for work or for school? Any new location or just one of the sort of self-improvement, find a better spot to live kind of situation? You don't need to answer that. It is the internet, so I fully understand. All right, more power up here. And then we could put, actually, yeah, let's, oh, don't have it unlocked. I guess that makes sense. Contemplation spots can go on the branches. Ooh, that would be, I guess, the observation place with a contemplation spot. Might be a bit much. Well-being, contemplation spot. Oh. Oh, this is kind of cool. Ah, I can't go on both sides? Ah. Do the regular ones go? No, it's just the kind of the extension over there. All right, let's extend it a little bit. I think that will look pretty nice. Still doing okay with logs. Food is definitely going down. All right, meaning I need to start high prioritizing. Self-improvement, old apartment complex actually foreclosed and new management was terrible. That happens, unfortunately, too often. I get that. Every now and then it is also nice to have a kind of fresh start. So, it's nice to see something different every now and then. Okay, need to remove you. Place in the terrain block, building it from the back, highest priority. And then I need to actually put in a path so they can really clear out this section there. And you guys are still on high priority. All right, we are keeping some water in there now. So that is good. It is nighttime, which means is now a good time to destroy this. No, it's not a good time to destroy this. We will destroy this once we're in a regular season, because otherwise we'll lose all of our water storage up here. A friend of mine, well, way back when I was still studying in uni, he said he likes to move every couple of years, find something always like slightly better, but kind of for the same price. That's actually a good way of thinking about it. So he went from I think, initially 1-bedroom apartment to 2-bedroom apartments to a 2-bedroom with a balcony. He was a bit ahead of me, or well, most people that I knew back then in terms of finances. So, you know, he could afford that. But I think it's overall a good idea. Because how else are you gonna, you know, upgrade life, so to speak? Although always important to not overdo it. Lifestyle inflation is a new keyword that I've started to appreciate. All right. Here we go. Put another piece of soil in this direction. And then we replace this road with the one at the front. Can remove that now and unlock and place a food processor in here. Let's do 2 immediately, because why not? Fancy apples and a fruit salad. And then we'll kind of see what runs out first. All right. Makes me think we also really need a bit more space to place down a few more apple trees somewhere. I guess could utilize that corner back here. One thing that I really like about this faction is how many trees you build, right? It's like a proper reforestation of the entire area, which is pretty cool. I actually don't need you anymore. You should be kind of completely okay. Let's actually wait till the regular season before we destroy this forester and replace it with a tapper shack. We definitely need some more pine resin moving forward. So yeah, I think that makes sense. How's this coming along? Storage kind of coming in slowly. Where did I place the builder's hut? Right there. All right, highest priority. We do have 3 beavers without a job. That is unacceptable. It means we're making science. I guess that's good. Love how green the map naturally progresses with the Leafcoats. Absolutely. It's like you just want to expand this. I mean, this was probably a bit overkill from my side, but it is just so nice. Oh, what could be nice, actually, if we fill out this area with trees. Like apple trees, and have more food production over this level. And we can use up some more of our dirt, even though we're running a bit short. Do I want to risk going down there? No more storage. I removed the dirt storage. Silly me. All right. I guess dirt excavator back here would be good. Not a lot of power supply back here, but that's all right. But the dirt excavator is another tree, isn't it? So maybe we'll place them kind of here. Or could connect it over to this part. For no other reason than we can. Just got to expand around the lake more with more trees. Yeah, that is true. Then again, it does dry out pretty fast. Because all of this layer in here is actually underwater. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter too much if I keep building our little reservoir further around. And that should be relatively easy to do. Small storage will let them pick up the dirt on the ground. Yeah, just don't quite know where to place that storage. How about we actually high prioritize this? I mean, this is almost done anyways. So that is good. Which means I will actually put in 2 storages. And then place the dirt in here. Because I do think the dirt excavator might either go on this hill or maybe even back here. So we can replace one of the pylons with an actual tree. That could be kind of fun. Alright, high priority on the storage pieces. And then in the next route, maybe we'll just go down there and pick up... we have so much dirt around. Could also keep actually getting more dirt out this way. I guess why not? Why not? Besides our beavers having way too much stuff to do, like usual. Alright. We'll leave it at this corner right there. And then go down here. Exactly. Along with making your main water reservoir hold more water, should be able to get through a drought. Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely need to expand this if we're keeping that blue piece around there, the blue reservoir. Oh, that does remind me, I really need to seal this off. Highest priority, as the drought is coming to an end. So this can properly fill up and we can replace this with a sluice. Actually, not this corner piece. It needs to be this one because we still have some soil on this side. Oh, there we go. It's already put in. So we could even already... I never built this. Okay. Let me remove it. So I guess an easy way of getting over there. Let's put in 2 platforms here and ultimately make that a proper walkable path. I think that will actually look quite nice. So while, again, not quite necessary to have these extra pieces there, I think they will look, like I said, pretty good. Okay, we could narrow this down a bit more. Although there is this building right there. So let's go ahead, since I have unlocked the stairs now for no particular reason. Let's make a way over this way. Put in the path on top. Well, I should start my day, unpack, and get adulting started. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the episode later. Oh, what time is it actually? Oh wow, it's almost... Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. Fully understand. Thanks Joshua for joining, hanging out. It's been fun. So yeah, I'll try to get the episode ready and uploaded. Probably tomorrow, actually. For tomorrow, the noon, typical time that I'm aiming for. Yeah, that might actually be doable. Anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, hope to see you also in the next stream. I'm trying to announce it a little bit more earlier moving forward. Alright, just starting to put more paths around here. So all of this kind of makes sense. There we go. Oh, they have actually put in the wood production here. We're short on pine resin, so I will actually pause both of them. No path connection over there. You too. Forgot to put in the ladder. Just right there. Very good. Yeah, definitely. Well, we don't need more extract storage. Could actually put in some water storage here. Scatter around some water storage so they don't have to go around everywhere to reach it. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. All right. What are you complaining about? Nothing to store. What did I want to store in here? You guys are producing nothing. Actually, let's just store some more logs. Logs are always actually treated planks, because we do need a ton of them for the... Actually, we don't need a ton of them. So if it's not treated planks... Yeah, let's store more logs. I was just gonna say they have exploded something, and it's all of that stuff here. So that's pretty good to know. Might also remove the ladders down here already, as we're starting to build kind of downwards. Well, not build downwards, but explode stuff downwards. We're gonna have sort of a natural staircase going this way, and then all of the rest will just be expanded. All right, it is looking nice. I still love this game mod so much. Really cool stuff. Do actually need to prioritize the food. Seems to be actually stable around 500, but I don't want to risk it. So let's make sure they're going ahead and dealing with all of that. This area right here could also be use some additional storage for some of our shovels. Although this guy has been doing pretty okay for us, to be honest. Alright, water has not tipped over here yet, but that will be done very soon. It is also nighttime. So let me go ahead and destroy this part right there. And then we're placing in a sluice. Should have kind of waited until the regular season was ready. Power dam on top. Not the regular season, the day was around. And actually you need to highest prioritize you. I mean, drought is approaching. As long as we get this done before the end of the drought, we're cooking. And that shouldn't really take too long. I think we have pretty much everything for this. Planks are still a shortage thing, which needs pine resin. So also time to remove you and replace you with a tapper shack. That won't help to actually create these planks. But 30 logs for the power dam, not too bad. And they should kind of get the planks ready pretty fast. Do you guys need planks? You do. I mean, you're almost done. Power demand, we're producing enough. You guys are storing more power in here. So that is good. Should actually also think about expanding more of our regular windmills. Maybe up here would be a good spot. But yeah, future worries. Future worries. So want to make sure sluice is in. Awesome. And we're gonna keep a downstream depth of 0.4, which should keep the water just below the dam level over here. Right, power dam is in as well. And that overall brings us in a pretty good spot, I would say. Let's make this a high priority again. Finish the food production. Look at that, all the planks are actually in. And now we're making even more food. So now need to keep an eye on sort of the, you know why the food went down? I destroyed the storage. Excellent. Alright, beavers are happier. And you know what? Nighttime. With that, I'm gonna call it an episode. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.